Hey Max, whose matchup are we gonna start out with?
TT.
Oh yeah, who's DT playing?
Huh?
Who's DT playing?
Oh yeah.
DT's playing Andy. Well, DT is beating himself up for not starting Josh Allen. Rogers only got him 19.2. Poor guy. But hey, man, he had to diversify. He had Diggs, but I know he wants that extra 20 points that Allen would have gotten him. Oh, I guess my co-host left me. I'll be going solo. Are you coming back? Oh, okay. Looking at the matchup, I mean, Washington's got a tough defense. So, I mean, Russell Wilson, he'll probably score more than 19, but I don't think he's going to go for 39 like Josh Allen would have. So, I think DT will kind of match there. Derrick Henry and Dalvin Cook, man, these are why these guys are here in the playoffs doing so well. But I got to like Derrick Henry for his matchup. I know Minnesota's a run-first team, but I see that game being a lot more low scoring, and I think that the Tennessee-Detroit game is going to have some more points in it. So look for Derrick Henry to go wild, and I love Jonathan Taylor this week. I'm fading him in my DFS lineups because I feel like everyone's going to be on him. But I definitely think Jonathan Taylor gets more than 6 points barring injury, and I definitely think Hopkins gets more than 3. So DT's definitely got the edge there at those two. I think Terry's going to have a good game. He's in my lineup for DFS, but Diggs already with 20.2. That's going to be tough. Terry's been underperforming recently, but his target share with Dwayne Haskins is way better than it was with Alex Smith. So I look for him to have a nice bounce back in a game that not going to be great weather, which is why I'm not really high on Wilson or McLaurin like that much, but I think they'll both be solid. So I think McLaurin will do all right and hang in there. Do love Hawkinson this week. Again, game script in that should be a little bit, I think will be higher scoring than the over-under. Jared Cook, going to have to catch a couple touchdowns. Ask Bradley about that. Bradley made theoretically the wrong move in our other league. Benching Noah Fant for Jared Cook, so we'll see. Ridley and Hilton both have been doing really well. Ridley should benefit from no Julio Jones, but I don't know, man. Matt Ryan plays better with Julio in, so that's going to be a tough one. Not sure how I feel, but just looking up and down the lineups here, Indy defense against Houston, and I mean, I'm just looking at DT's team. I mean, he's projected to win still by 35. I think that, unfortunately, Andy didn't do well with Lindsey and Anderson. That's going to hurt him. Even though DT's mad he started Rodgers, I still think that he's going to pull out this victory. All right, next we've got Jer against Carey. One player gone so far, Darren Waller for 25 points.
Let's go with Carey.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we've already done the first matchup, so now we're going to do Carey second, okay? All right, so Justin Herbert did really well for him, but underperformance for Aguilar. Tanyan got that lucky TD, but only 9 points, so I still like where Carey's sitting so far. Tom Brady against Atlanta. Atlanta can be passed on, and so I do think... I mean, I don't think he's going to get 29 points, but I think he cuts that down and lives up to his projections. Todd Gurley, though, man, going against Tampa Bay's run defense, she's upset, obviously, that Ronald Jones is out. But Atlanta's not an easy team to run on either, so even if Ronald Jones was in, that actually could be like a sneaky trap play where Ronald Jones ain't going to do nothing, just like I don't think Fournette's going to do much. Oh, we'll get there. But Todd Gurley against Tampa Bay, that's tough. Tampa Bay's tough run defense. Kenyon Drake against his own tough run defense there in Philly with Fletcher Cox. So I call that a push. Maybe Drake gets a slight edge because Gurley, man, he's fallen off a little bit since Carey acquired him from Patty. I bet you she wishes she had Aaron Jones after last night's game. Peyton Barber going to be the starter this week against Seattle. Good spot with Antonio Gibson out, so bump there. A.J. Brown, man, he's been doing it. And like I said, that game script should be good, but the game script I think is going to be a lot of running. Detroit's run defense is awful, and I think that they're going to just use Derrick Henry a lot. Tyreek is going to burn those New Orleans. I couldn't get him into my DFS lineup. I wanted to. He's going to have a lit game. Thielen will do good and do well. Now, Deontay Johnson, Fournette, sneaky play this week. But again, Atlanta's run defense is not bad. You could pass against them. And I don't know that Fournette's going to get all these pass catches out of the backfield. I think they'll use LaShawn McCoy still. It's home from. All right, so I definitely have Deontay Johnson against Cincinnati, even though he's got the case of the drops. Two good defensive matchups this week. I got to go with the Rams on this one against the Jets. It's going to be a close one, but I'm going with my girl Carrie again. I'm rooting for her. Sorry, Jer. Sucks to be you, but I think it's going to be a Carrie DT final. And that's what I think. Who do you think's going to win for two matchups?
Kelly.
And who else?
And Joe.
And Joe?
Mm-hmm.
Joe's not even playing.
Why?
What about Andy or DT? Who's going to win that one?
TT.
All right. We're in, what about you, LT? Okay, yeah, she's over there. Don't worry. She's the woman behind the camera. DT and Carrie.
See you.
In the finals? Is that what you think?
Yes.
Of course. Patty, got your Christmas card? It looks lovely.